Hello everyone, I am Andrea and I like to try new things. So on the way in today, I stopped at Nations, which is an international grocery store, and I got myself a piece of jackfruit. So as you can see, jackfruit on the outside is very spiky and it tends to be very hard. These spikes, like they will leave indents and then hurt your hands if you're holding one for too long. And when you see them at the grocery store, they can be very big, anywhere from the size of your head to gigantic. So I didn't need that much. I just got a portion of one. Now on the inside, I have had jackfruit before, so this isn't my first try. You can get them underripe when they're still more green, and they're used. They're not very sweet, so they're used in savory preparations like substitutes for meat, like pulled pork type things. Or you can get them when they are ripe, and you can see they're all yellow inside, and then they're a sweet fruit. So they have these big seeds, and around the seeds are these sort of covering. They're in here. Oh, you should know. Another reason I didn't get them and to cut it myself is that it has a latex that comes out in this layer here. So when you cut it apart, it gets everything very sticky, which is annoying. So I'm just gonna take a bite here. Bring this in a shot so you can watch the struggle that's going on here. I'm going to start from the outside and just going to pull these pods out. So here's a pod here. This is where the seed would be. And you just pull the seed out and you're left with this sort of the fruit of it. So okay. First of all, it's very sweet. Has an interesting, unique texture to it. The smell is not great. It has a sweet smell and kind of like honey. It smells a bit like honey. But there's a funkiness to the smell that makes me think of like aged cheese or parm or something. Yeah. Yeah, the texture is definitely what's going to stand out most. It's fairly dry. And I can understand why it would be made into a meat substitute because it can pull apart in these strips like this, which is great for making pulled pork sandwiches that are vegan or pulled chicken. Okay. I am picking up some onion flavor, maybe a little garlic. I should look into this. I'm assuming this is in the durian family, but I haven't tried durian yet. Yes, it's on my list, but it's really hard to get right now. Right on the exhale, you can definitely pick up some onion flavor to this. And I don't mean that in a bad way. If you weren't being as sensitive and judgy, you wouldn't notice. It's pretty subtle. Overall, it's aside from the fact that I can feel that I'm covered in glue now, my hands are very sticky. Otherwise, I'd say it's an enjoyable experience eating this. Assuming you want to fight with getting everything out of here, right? It has a bit of a tartness, right when it hits the side of my tongue, it makes me think of a citrus fruit, like a tangerine or clementine, maybe a mandarin, more like a mandarin. But it really is the solid sort of dry texture that I think is most interesting about this. It's you kind of expect it to be juicier, and it's not. Yeah, overall, it's enjoyable. What I do want to do is get one that's green next time and try it in a vegan preparation. like a pulled jackfruit sandwich would be really good. But I think for right now, you might be able to tell, sit over here, I have some other things lined up that I want to try in my upcoming videos. And I'm going to go and get some of this stickiness off of my hands. So that is my thoughts and my try of jackfruit. Thanks for joining me, guys.